going to be talking to you about
Legend Guitar and Bass Packs.
Well, go on. Rock and roll with great haste. You peanut.
So I'm going to talk about the guitars first. You might notice that you have 6 strings on your guitar. From the thinnest string, you've got E, B, G, D, A, and E strings. Now the best way to remember that, I find, is by turning each string into an acronym.
Acronym? Just make up bloody words out of the bloody letters, you twit.
So starting from the thin string on your guitar, you've got E for Easter, B for bunny, G for gets, D for drunk, A for at, and E for Easter. Easter bunny gets drunk at Easter. It's pretty stupid, but easy to remember. You can use this same method with your bass guitar, as they are strung the same, except bass only has 4 strings and is 1 octave lower in pitch.
So, what about the bloody boof 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 kind of music? I saw this one bloke using one finger, and he got a whole sound out just with one finger. It was good. I liked it.
Okay, so there's a lot of different types of tuning possibilities on the guitar, but the most commonly used is called drop D tuning. And basically all that is tuning the low E string down to match the D string. And I'm going to demonstrate how to do that using your tuner. So, using your Korg GA30 tuner, I'm going to show you how to tune your low E string down to the D note. Now, you actually turn the tuning key on the headstock clockwise to get the sound to go down. It's like this. Alright.
In this next section,
I'm going to discuss guitar maintenance. Maintain your guitar. One of the main things to think about when maintaining your guitar is awareness of hot and cold.
Hot is bad for your guitar. Cold is bad for your guitar.
Have your guitar set up by a professional. If you don't know one, then ask at a music store and see if they can recommend someone who's right for the job. It could be the difference between living a lifelong dream
an eternal pain.
Right! Using Diodario guitar strings and a Planet Waves guitar care kit, I'm gonna take out the Planet Waves polishing cloth and place it on the table! Next, getting the Planet Waves headstand ready for the headstock of the Legend guitar and the Planet Waves Pro winder with a built-in string clipper! The polishing spray, which will come in handy a little bit later. Watch as I place the Legend guitar on top of the Planet Waves headstand, and I take out the Pro winder and slowly unwind the low E string. You can do it fast if you want, it's your preference. Then I pull the string out of the tuning key and remove it from the guitar. Take the new string from the Diodario guitar packet. The strings are color-coded on the back of the packet, just in case you forget what you're doing, who you are, where you're from. Now thread that string through the bridge. That's right. Notice how I allow 1 fret's worth of slack with that index finger. Thread the string through the tuning key. Press down with your index finger to maintain pressure and use your string winder to wind that string on, making sure that you're winding that string away from the guitar. Left hand side if you're right-handed. I'm talking in time with the music. Now, just like Optimus Prime can be a robot or a truck, the Pro Winder can be a string clipper as well. I clip off the excess string, then I pick up the Planet Waves polishing spray and spray a little bit on the polishing cloth, making sure to spread its contents evenly across the surface area of the guitar, or anywhere else for that matter. Oh, I can see my own reflection. That's great.
Something like that.
It's probably a good idea to know a little bit about your legend guitar. So let's look at the parts that make up your guitar one by one. First of all, we've got the guitar body. Coming out of the body, we've got the guitar neck, which joins up to the headstock. Now, to keep the guitar in tune, you use the tuning pegs. These are often referred to as tuning keys or machine heads. Now, the strings run from the tuning pegs down the neck and stop at what we call the bridge. That's the circled part there in the red. The circled part in the red. It's called the bridge, the bridge, the bridge, the bridge. You'll notice that this model of legend guitar has a hole in the bridge for a tremolo arm. If you attach that and move it around, it changes the pitch all crazy. Some guitars don't have this feature. Not far from the bridge, you'll notice you've got the input jack. This is where you plug your guitar in, and you plug the other end into your amp, or up your nose, but you won't get much sound out that way. These are the guitar's pickups. They kind of act like little microphones, picking up each sound or signal from the string. It's fascinating. This guitar has 3 pickups. First is the neck pickup. Second pickup is referred to as the middle pickup, and then finally the bridge pickup. Some guitars only have 1 or 2 pickups, but if you're playing a piece of rope, it'll have none. To change which pickup you're using, you use the pickup selector. Then you've got the volume knob. This helps you control the volume from your guitar. I personally leave it all the way up. And finally you have the tone knob. This helps you control what kind of tone the pickups are generating, whether it's bassy or trebly. Tablature is a pictorial method of transcribing guitar that shows positions of notes on the frets and strings. Think about tablature or tab as basically a diagram or instructions on how to play a song. It all starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. These lines represent the 6 strings on your guitar, like what we learned earlier. E for Easter, B for bunny, G for gets, D for drunk, A for add, E for Easter. I'm going to play through each one so you can hear what they sound like. That's nice. The next thing you will see are numbers on the strings. These numbers tell you which fret to play on. For example, the 4 notes represented on the left of this chart indicate that the notes are played individually, like this. Come on, idiot, I don't have all day. Now, if a group of numbers are written on top of each other, that means play them all at the same time like a chord. In case you don't know, a chord is a combination of 3 or more notes that when played together blend harmoniously. Don't forget to log on to MusicLink's website at this address for links to some great tab sites.
Downloading tab is a delicate spice, says I.
Alrighty then, chord charts are fairly easy to read because it's basically just a vertical picture of the guitar neck. The numbers show which finger you should be placing on what string and what fret. Your fingers are numbered as follows. T for thumb, 1 for index, 2nd for rude finger, 3 for ring finger, 4 for pinky finger.
Okay, now I'm going to go through the simple major and minor chords. I'm going to go through them in alphabetical order, but you'll notice that I'm going to exclude some chords, and I'm doing that deliberately because they're a little bit too complex at this stage. So we'll start with the majors. You've got A major, C major, D major, E major, and G major. Okay, now I'm going to go through the minors. A minor, D minor, and finally, the saddest chord of all, E minor.
Okay, so you've got a Legend LE10D amplifier. Let me take you through some of the features of this fantastic amp. You plug your Legend guitar into the input jack. Turn your amp on with a power switch located on the far right hand side. The volume knob is for adjusting how loud you want your amp to actually go. The tone knob helps you adjust how much bass or treble you want to hear. Adjust this based on your own personal tastes. The gain knob governs how much drive or punch you want in your sound. If you want extra boof, hit the overdrive button. Be careful. A great feature of the Legend guitar amp is the line in. This allows you to go from your stereo or CD player's line out straight into the amp so you can jam along with your favourite tracks. And so you don't wake up your neighbours when you're rocking out all night, a headphone jack so you can plug it all into your head.
Playing a song with riffs.
Now I'm going to talk to you about the riff and the chords that I've tabbed out, which are available to download from that address right there. And basically that's got all the info that you need, including which fingers that I want you to use. They're the smaller numbers underneath the tab stuff. So I'm just going to go through the riff, then the chords, then the bass, and then we'll bring it all together. So the riff. So now just quickly the chord part. The chords are E minor, G and A. So look at the chord chart that you've downloaded off the net. It's got pictures so you can check that out. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the bass part.
You can't play legend guitars on most. Space has no atmosphere. You need a fast vehicle to get to Mars. Maybe a V8 Ford